Hey guys! So today's practice we want to dedicate to the theme of finding stillness through awareness. In yoga, the teaching of being aware of awareness is omnipresent. We all know that. Um, as human beings, we are blessed with the ability to think, to feel, to create, to being aware just with our own mind. Alan Finger writes in the Tantra of the Yoga Sutras, if one is alive, one is conscious. What that also means is that our mind is revealed to or for a lot of movement. All the impressions and images and thoughts and emotions, um, reactions, belief patterns we think about in our own head, that this are called or these are called the rittis. The rittis are like an entertaining movie that is playing in beyond our own eyes in our own head. And the screen this movie is projected is our own mind, which also can be is also known as chitta in yoga, which can be described as a matrix where all of the mind's movements arise. When we expand this metaphor of a movie's cinema, we get a better understanding of chitta and rittis. We all know when we watch a good movie, we really get wrapped up into it, and we forget all the things around us, and we forget that we are just looking at pixels that are projected on a screen. Um, and we are not longer aware of all the things around us, and because all this what we are looking at seems so real. Um, Yoga is the process of being aware of these facts that we are just watching a screen, just watching moving pictures, pixels on a screen, and that's when we are understand that we can experience stillness in our own consciousness more often. Our thoughts can be like a storm inside our mind, and and this tornado is often many many humans are tossed around by it. But through the practice of yoga, we can find the awareness to step into the eye of the storm, so we don't get tossed around through all these images and thoughts and emotions we have. So we can see with more clarity and find more stillness, get more in the sattvic state and find samadhi. There's a nice saying, um, through the highs and lows, the pleasure and pain, the praise and blame, can your mind be like a steady candle flame, unaffected by winds of change? Yoga, Chitta, Vritti, Nirodha. So, can you become more aware when movements inside of your mind are arising? And can you use the tools of the practice to find stillness in your consciousness? My TTL phrase for this class is: can you become aware when the movements of the mind are rising? And can you use the tools of the practice to find stillness in your consciousness? So my physical theme for this class will be a balancing class with the peak pose of Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, and I will use my TTL phrase in the first down dog where we open the hips. Also, I want to get into the all-fourth position, the awkward airplane, where we extend one leg, one arm to the side to strengthen our hips. Also, the first warrior two, half moon pose, another balancing pose, tree pose to strengthen our hip on one leg. And then finally in my peak pose, Utthita Padangusthasana. I repeat the TTL phrase. Can you become aware of the movements inside of your mind when they are rising, and can you use the tools of the practice to find stillness in your consciousness. I think doing that into a balancing pose where we have thousands of things to think about. Standing on one leg is hard enough. I think that is translates very nice to that movements in our consciousness, all the emotions and thoughts we have during a class. And I think the people or the students will relate very good to that.